What pain do I bear unseen, while the proxy pain looks so keen? First question, was this right? Second, am I wrong? Between these two, life hums its song. Will there be heaven? Will there be heaven when everything is past? Will the pain of present still last? Was I guilty or did I transcend? Or was there more I was meant to extend? If all is in order, if all is in order, Lord, then let the metal bend. And if all was just a mistake, then where does it end? Is there more on which I should depend? Was there truth, or is there a truth that I should still defend? So, guys, very quickly, this is a poem which is more of a. I'll explain few parts of it. Seen versus unseen pain. We know that the inner pain or the true inner pain is something that's very private, very invisible, very enduring. But then quite often it is reflected through the outward or sort of proxy pain, which is the substitute or the performative suffering as we may know it sometimes. So because the sort of deeper sufferings do not announce themselves, that's the sort of nature of tragedy in some way. But I think broadly the poem is a moral self-interrogation. It is asking, it's not a rhetorical in a sense. It's primarily around two axes of conscience. One is the objective truth, what is the right thing, what's the objective truth, and the second aspect is the more of a personal responsibility. It's not who's wrong, but am I wrong? So that's a very objective and very personal responsibility paradigm in the conversation. Around the life's indifferences, I think, between these two, sort of questions. I think the life continues regardless of, any moral clarity that you may be able to derive from it. Time does not wait for me to get these answers. It's existence moves on, even while the conscience hesitates, if you like. So, and then I think it follows through there that, the time, heaven, and the persistence of a pain, where does it sort of, so if everything is past, when everything is past, the question really is that is I'm going to get redeemed later from the suffering, or it just simply prolongs even while I'm sort of physically gone. So it's sort of a transcendental question in that sense. This is like, um, you know, um, hope and dread sort of share the same breath. In a sense, guilt over growth, which is like the next part of the poem, kind of takes you there. You weigh two interpretations of sort of sufferings. The one is the punishment of failure, right, versus the refinement through endurance. If the suffering is sort of a meaningful instrument for my transformation, so be it. And then later on, it says this, it's a submission to the order. If the it's if this order is meant to help me evolve, then I can sort of accept it, and I'm willingness to be forced and not spared if that's what it brings. But then there is this like existential rupture, that what if that's not the case? What if there's no order, there's no intention, there's no pain to the boundary? The meaninglessness, as you can imagine, is the true terror. What this whole suffering is absolutely meaningless. And then there is the last part of the poem, which is more of an existential, or not existential, but rather an ethical stance on the poem, right? So, which is more about the moral responsibility survives uncertainty, which is like, what is it that I need to defend, and what's the truth that I need to sort of discover to find more meaning in my life. So it's a disciplined moral inquiry. It's less a cry of a pain, but more of a demand for a meaning which is strong enough to justify sort of endurance. Hope you don't find it too complicated. I'm always sort of being given this feedback that my poems are very complicated, but this is the first attempt in English. Hope you like it. And before I sign off, I would like to quickly read again. Now that I've explained it, hopefully you can resonate more with the meaning and feel it more deeply. A little bit come closer to the place from where it's written. What pain do I bear unseen, while proxy pain looks so keen? First question, what is right? Second, am I wrong? Between these two, life hums its song. Will there be heaven when everything is past? Will the pain of present still last? Was I guilty or did I transcend? Was there more I was meant to extend? If all is in order, Lord, then let the metal bend. And if it was a mistake, then where does it end? Is there more on which I should depend? Was there a truth that I should still defend? Hope you like it. Thank you. God bless you. Bye.